all, Kelly Reynolds of Kelbell Studio here with a how-to video on covering the basic tank top. I've created a template since we'll be using this quite a bit. You've seen me use it in the Miss September dress, the Miss August dress I no longer have because I gave it away to a loyal blog reader. Thank you, Elaine. And Miss October. So here that is. And what I've been doing is showing you how to cover this tank top in each of the videos that I make. So rather than do that, I will be referring you back to this video, which will be called none other, Covering the Basic Tank. So you'll be able to use the techniques for covering this tank to other dresses and tops as we modify them. So I'll leave a link to this template in this video, also in the description. So you'll want to have this handy and also bookmark that blog post so you can get back to it, but I'll also have it posted in the sidebar so you can easily find it. Step one is cut out your pieces. And what I like to do is I'll cut my pieces, or I'll print my pieces, and then I'll lay my, let's just say you have this, your template file, and then I'll take my nice paper, lay my print out over the nice paper and cut it out with an X-Acto knife that way. This way, when you start gluing your pieces, you don't get that black ugly mess from the printer ink on your glue. It just doesn't look very nice. So here I've got nice clean pieces. That's what you want to start with. Some decorative paper. Now we're into fall, so November's dress is going to use this lovely shimmery yellow paper. So I know that's probably blinding you right now. So step one is we're going to apply glue on each side, one side, which is going to end up being the inside. Apply glue to one side of each of your pieces. Take your decorative paper, flip it over so that the wrong side is face down, and then you're going to obviously adhere the glued side to your decorative paper. So that's step one. Okay, I've got my two front pieces covered, or actually when you're putting these together, they actually go this way. So anyway, one of the things that I should mention when you're printing these out from my blog, do not print them from your browser or they will turn out enormous. You're going to want to copy the template onto your desktop or into a folder where you're going to remember where it is, and open them with your favorite photo editing program and print them from there, because they are a specific size. So that's the way to get around the enormous printing problem if you're having that problem. Okay, we're going to take our front piece, which is the one with the deeper neckline there, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to apply glue here and glue it to the back. However, when we cut this out, we're going to do something a little bit different. So hold your horses before you glue and cut. What we want to do when we're cutting this out is we want to leave a paper allowance on the sides, so here and here, and also at the shoulders. So anything that would require that you leave open, like the sleeves, the neck, and obviously down here where the body is, you can go ahead and cut. So I will show you what that looks like. Good idea when you're gluing these to your decorative paper, make sure that you leave enough space around your shirt to allow for that extra allowance that you want to cut out. If you're like me, I tend to get very close to the edge because I am a paper hoe and I will use every last scrap. And in fact, I'll save every last scrap. So how you're going to cut this, do this carefully, is make your cut up here, and these don't have to be perfect. So we're cutting above. Got one in here, and it's above our shoulder line. So then we can bring this down carefully. If you haven't embraced the idea of the X-Acto knife, I highly recommend it to scissors, because you can get a closer, cleaner, nicer cut. I sound like I'm shaving. with the X-Acto knife. So here I'm coming out, and I'm just gonna, as best I can, follow the curve of the top around, like so, and then bring it over and cut out my bottom. And that's how this looks so far, and basically you'll do the same for the other side. So once you've got this cut out, the front part, it looks like this. Now what you're going to want to do to make this curvy part fold better is we're going to cut some tabs. So it's going to make a whole lot easier to fold it over. And that's beautiful. So then what we're going to do is we'll apply glue to our tabs and then face down on top of the covered piece of the back. And then you'll just line up your pieces. I'm going to start with the shoulders because there will be one little thing about the shoulders that will be different from the other part. So when you flip this over, match up your right sides. That'd be good if I got that correct. So I'm just going to take a second to match these up. They should match up pretty well. I created them so that they would anyway. And then you're just going to fold this over. Depending on how you've cut, you might have some pieces that you need to trim off. You can see that right here. Got a little piece there, and there's also a little piece on this side. So I'm just going to go ahead and get in with my blade and trim those up. Now when your glue is wet, it's going to be very easy to tear your paper. So you can either wait for it to dry a little bit or make sure you have a very sharp blade, because that will minimize any tearing that will happen because of wet glue. Once you've got your tabs folded over, you can go ahead and apply glue to this side and take your decorative paper and just plunk it down. So once you've got your covering done, this looks very nice. You can take a stylus or something round, a bone folder will even work, and give it some shape. On camera would be good, right? So and basically this is our top, and it is now ready for hanging. So you just slip your hanger in there, and that's it for covering the basic tank top. You're going to use this method for covering other things, and of course we will be modifying the tank as we go along. So keep this for handy reference. You can even just do this separately and do a little corset top or something. I don't know, use your imagination, be creative. Thanks for joining me. Hope you liked it.